I am so excited to be here and share with you a little bit about my history and my passion for health and fitness. It's something that's been with me for all of my adult life. I've spent a ton of time in the gym. I've always eaten right, whole grains, lean protein, the right kinds of fats. I work out with a trainer at the gym, very intense training. I was very fond of more of the boot camp style exercises. People would come and ask me, what are you training for? And I would say, I'm just training for life. I was on a calorie-restricted diet, so it's been said to have great results, you have to have a regimen. I had a regimen. I had a really good regimen down, and I know you're all dying to see what I looked like on my regimen, and here we go.
So this was, even though you were working out, eating all the right foods, this is what you looked like?
That is what I looked like, and like you, it didn't add up for me. I couldn't understand. I was not one who received my nutrition through the window of my car. If I could not find healthy food, I didn't eat. So frequently I was going 6 to 8 hours between meals. I wasn't a soda drinker. I used stevia on a regular basis. So really what it came down to for me is it must be my genetics. There was nothing else that I could do because thanks to my family and my DNA, this would be my look. And I think that it's really easy for us to buy into that whole genetics concept because it gives us permission to accept our status quo. We're not required to make a change because we have something to fall back on. But guess what? Again comes in that regimen. If you are doing the right regimen, you are going to get the results that you want. So when I fully embraced the FAVAO lifestyle, something interesting happened for me. Things started to change, and they changed very rapidly. In fact, I was shocked at how quickly my body responded. I was also really surprised at how the FAVAO product helped get me through some of the plateaus that I experienced. I got fit without the fat. Before I would consider myself a fit fat person, and if you notice, most people at the gym, they don't change. They're all fit fat people. But I think that you can see that following the FAVAO program lifestyle, there was a change. The physical transformation is pretty obvious in the pictures. What you can't see, though, is the spillover effect that I was able to experience by living this lifestyle and by continuing to live this lifestyle. It's affected my life emotionally, spiritually. It's affected my life it's actually spilled over into my family life. And I'm really excited about continuing to embrace this lifestyle, embrace these products. It's something that I plan on doing for the rest of my life.
I have been on the full FAVAO system for about 4 weeks, and I have noticed a loss of inches. And then this last weekend I lost 3 pounds, so I'm down a total of 10 pounds and 3 inches. I sleep better than I have ever slept, and I just feel fantastic.
That is great. Thank you, Stephanie. It's great to, you're looking wonderful too. We got Corey Clough in the room here, and why don't you share with us your experiences you've had, again, since you've been using the full FAVAO system?
Well, I started out, the first thing I think for me was, this took all the guesswork out of it for me. I didn't have to think about what I was going to eat and when I was going to eat it. I just followed the plan. And they told me if I followed the plan that I would see results. And I'm in the 4th week now. I've lost over 10 pounds, about 2 inches off my chest and off my waist. And I've also noticed a lot more results. I've always worked out, but I've noticed actually seeing more results in the gym because I now got my nutrition outlined for me, so I don't have to worry about that, think about that. I'm able to follow a plan. It's so easy that I don't have to think about it. And the other thing for me too is that I'm never hungry. I get to eat, and as a guy I love to eat, so but I don't have to feel hungry and skip meals.
You know, that's a great point, Corey, that I can't say enough about is we tend to look at weight management and think, oh, I'm going to have to starve myself. No, this is actually a program that's going to help reset the way we look at food. And you do feel full. Gina, would you mind sharing with us what kind of experiences you've had so far with the FAVAO system?
I'd love to. You know, I've tried for years to lose weight and to become healthy with very limited success because I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a complete system. FAVAO has literally changed my life. in the 4 weeks I've been involved, I've lost 3.5 inches around my waist. I've lost 3.5 inches around my hips and 2 inches around each of my thighs, and 15 pounds.
Wow.
And I feel great. What's even more important to me is I feel great about myself. I feel strong. I feel powerful. I know what I'm doing, and my body no longer controls me. I control my body. And I'm not going to lie, I feel kind of sexy.
I love it. That's great.
I love it. By the way, guys, the measurement around the waist is right at the belly button as you measure. For those of you in California, it's kind of halfway down your hips. So just so you know when you're keeping track.
That's great. Gina, thank you very much for sharing that. That is a great experience you've had so far. Ron, we're going to turn over to Ron Otterstrom here. Why don't you tell us some of the experiences you've had so far?
Well, since June, I'm down 47 pounds. Just in the last 4 weeks since I've been using the full system, I'm down 15 pounds, 3 inches off the chest and 6 inches off the belly. And since last week's webinar, for those of you that need help doing the math, I'm down 3 pounds and another inch off of the belly.